I am mixing paint to paint this oak armoire back here. I've had it a little while and we have been busy doing custom orders, so I'm just now getting to it for prep work. I deep cleaned it really well with Crud Cutter, and then it had a very glossy finish. So I went ahead and added a really good coat of a liquid sander deglosser just to take off some of that extra gloss that was on there. And now I'm going to custom mix a color. So I'm starting out with main forest green, and then I am going to add to it Siva Gray and South Beach. It is cold here in Missouri. Our temperature, I don't know, it's probably like 15 degrees, but I have a little heater going that's keeping this little space warm enough to work in. I have my trusty Cool Whip bowl that I'm mixing paint in. So what this color is creating with this main forest green, the Siva Gray, and South Beach is a very lovely, um, soft kind of coastal green. Very soft, like a coastal classic French green. This green, main forest green, is a bright green. So the Siva Gray tones down that brightness some, kind of gives it a little bit of brings a rainy day to a bright green. And then this, because we have two mid-tone colors, I don't want it real dark, this South Beach lightened up those mid-tone colors. People ask me a lot, when you're mixing paint, what happens when you run out? Well, I just really don't run out 95% of the time. Once in a blue moon, I will. But I just know how much it's going to take to paint a piece of furniture because I've been doing it long enough. And I know how much I'm going to use. And that really just comes with experience. You get used to knowing how much something's going to take most of the time. Because it is cold and these paints have been in my shop, I'm going to add just a touch of water because they've thickened up some because it's cold. I'm about to the top of my Cool bowl with the paint, so you'll see how much I'm adding. It's not going to be much. And I could paint this with the way it is, but I don't want it to go on that thick. It's just congealed up a little bit because it's so cold. And a little tip on that, if your paints ever do freeze, you can, the majority of the time, like take them in your house or something and set them on top of a heating vent or put them in a place where you can put a little space heater right on them. And most of the time, they will thaw out and you can stir them up and they'll be good to go. I've done that many times. I brought a lot of my paints in the house, but I have so many and going back and forth all the time is hard to do. But so far, I haven't had any freeze yet. So I added just a tiny little bit of water and I'm going to stir that in really well. That's just going to help this go on really well. Plus, I'm going to be rolling with a 4-inch microfiber roller this armoire. That is going to knock out my first coat super fast. Really happy with this green. It's a classic French green, just very subtle. I wouldn't call it a quite a sage. Very soft decking, maybe. Microfiber roller. It holds the paint really well. Nice little grip. I take this little insert, put it in here. I order these inserts by the bulk. And when I am done, like if I don't get both of them, I'm going to do 2 coats of this. If I don't get both of my coats on tonight, I will just wrap my whole tray and roller and everything in plastic so it doesn't dry out. It'll be good to go tomorrow. But when I am finished using a certain color in a microfiber roller, I will drop it into a container of water, and then later I'll rinse it and clean it out really well, and I'll reuse them over and over. Really makes my husband's like, those are disposable. I'm like, they cost money, and if I just clean them up, I can reuse them over and over. I use chip brushes a lot too, and we'll reuse them over and over. So I saw this armor on the Facebook Marketplace, and it was in Oklahoma, and my shipper happened to be in Oklahoma at the same time. So he brought me this armoire in a great big, beautiful hutch, and I paid him to ship it here, and just part of the cost of business. And I don't do that always, but probably every other month every other month or so, he will bring me a few pieces. People message me all the time, say, "Would you like this and that?" And they're all in all these different states, but it doesn't work that way. It has to be the right price, the right piece, the right sizes, and it has to be when he is going somewhere specific. So I'm never able to do those types of things, but I appreciate people thinking of me, and I can't wait to get this beautiful paint on this. Check out, you want to see my color? Look at that. Isn't that a gorgeous color? So that's Cautious paint, furniture paint. Goes on very velvety, and um, I used Maine Forest Green, Siva Gray, and South Beach to create that paint. I have not always used a roller to roll out my armoires. I really enjoy using a paintbrush, but our workload has been so heavy the past several months, and I've taken to using this 4-inch microfiber roller. I'm able to do an armoire this size, get on the base coat and pretty much in all the grooves and everything in under 30 minutes. A large armoire like you see to the left there, I can roll one of those out with all of its grooves and carvings and an ornate detail, also pretty close to right at about 30 minutes. And that's just taking my time too. The roller of this type just holds the paint so well, and so you're not always having to dip back a whole lot, and using it in different ways makes it super easy just to get into all the contours. And this color that I mixed, it looks a lot brighter than what it actually is because I'm working about 9 o'clock at night, and I have my studio light on, which kind of casts a brighter green. If you're wondering, like, what is she doing raising her arms? Well, I am listening to worship music, and I just worship along while I'm painting. So here is after one base coat, and you can tell when I turn off the light a little bit more of its truer color. Come around to do the side, and I love to worship a lot of times, not all the time, but sometimes I'm just very focused on something else, but I love to worship when I'm working. I've had people who follow the Lord and say, I'm worried about, representing Jesus in my business. And I just want to say to whoever you are out there, be authentically you, who you are. That is who your followers and viewers want to see. So I got this wrapped up in under 30 minutes. The first day, I spent about 30 minutes cleaning it and applying the liquid standard deglosser, clean that off. So that was just 30 minutes, another 30 minutes, another day of getting on my base coat. And then I'm going to finish it up or get close to finishing it up within about 3 more hours of work. And that is going to include painting the interior. I didn't film painting the interior because I literally rolled it out the exact same way that I'm doing here. So you can get to see it. I don't always paint the interior because when I do, I raise the price because it's more of your time, it's more of your labor, it's more paint, it's more wax and top coat that you're going to use and the time to put that on. I've had people say that when I haven't painted the interior, they're like, why didn't you do that? Well, I will list a lot of times armoires on Etsy and say the interior is in its beautiful natural wood state. If you would like it painted, there's an additional fee of $300 or $250, just depending on the size. And sometimes customers will be like, yes, we want to do that. And other times they're like, nope, we're fine with the way it is. I find it to be about 50-50. So when I don't paint it, I just let the customer decide. But on this, I really wanted an old vintage green interior, and it was just my personal choice. On this trim, I mixed together like an antique white color. I just really created my own. And this is actually a mix here of Cautious Furniture paint. And I tinted it some with a little bit of just the small acrylic bottles. And I'm using create an antique white, and I added a little bit of olive green with a pink hue that just sort of made that white pair very well. Such a nice tone, but kind of a vintage French tone that paired very well. I never tape when I do grooves or details, not ever. If my paint gets outside the lines a little bit, I'll just wipe wipe it off with a cloth or my sleeve, and you can always come back and touch it up later. I found that so easy. Here's the final result. Here's a little picture of some of that detail and that nice kind of antique white touched by the olive green. Here's what the interior looked like, all nice and painted. I left it a little rustic. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any makeover questions, leave them in the comments, and like and subscribe for more content like this.